Goodbye. Is he going? Is he?
Yes, he's going. He's going.
Yeah.
He's going. He's going.
Should I stay or should I go?
No, I'm not going to do Doctor Who. I don't want to go.
Anyway, good evening, folks. It's a horrible day here again. Ugh, horrible weather. It's cold. It's wet. There. Don't like it. Anyway, what's been going on this rather sporting channel this week?
Oh, that's the cheesiest link I ever heard.
I know. It is terrible, isn't it? Yeah. So what's been going on this wonderful channel? Bonsoir. Good evening, Pulsar. So 5,797 people have watched. It's 11 new subscribers. And what have you been watching? Well, at number 3, with 80 views, we have the album review I did on True from John Anderson and the Band Geeks. Coming in at number 2 with 133 views, Bob Dylan's 1980s albums. And everyone agrees that Infidels was the best one he did. But sitting at number 1, and it's now been taken down with 148, was the Battle Royale 2 launch. Top Short with 494 views, Beginnings by Ambrose Slade.
Oh.
Yes. So in the last 28 days...
Have you given him a marble or something?
No, he's got it on the hard floor. He's just taken off the claws. 34,744 views, 88 new subscribers in the last 28 days. So what have we been watching? Well, coming in at number 3 with 315 views, the album review I did on Looking Strange by Mr. David Gilmour. Number 2 with 343 is John Anderson again.
He's appeared quite often.
Yes, and at number 1 again, still in the monthly things, is Are You Experienced? The Jimi Hendrix Experience, when I did the best side. Top Short is still I Was There, Wembley Stadium, 3rd of July 1987, the Domino, 3,953. So since we started this escapade, we've now had 464,291 views and a massive 2,095 subscribers. We are getting there. So it's Christmas.
Oh, we lost one today.
So, Derek Riggs, he's still at number 4 on 4183, but Jethro Tull took a bit of a lead this week, up to 4,204. Spade have just gone over the 5,000 now. They're at 5,027, but Status Quo are still at the top with 9,349. Top Short, of course, will be Jean-Michel Jarre, Part 6 in Your Room, now standing at 15,296. Nothing changes there. So what have I been listening to this week? I've been hurrying through other stuff, so I haven't listened too much of the what's on the laundry list. I'm up to 9 of 17 of Tom Waits' albums. I've done 13 of the 19 of Mungo Jerry. I've hit the Swan stuff that I quite like. So I've done 8, and Air Supply, 8 to 17. On about the laundry list. Now, you give me, when you say, well, can you rank these? And they go on the list. And they don't go to the top of the list. Unfortunately, they go to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
But when I get messages, have you forgotten? I never forget. We never forget. Just have to get up the.
Yes, you do.
Oh, okay, now and again I forget, but most of them come from the bottom up. You know, we don't just. So if you have laughs or something, you haven't done it, doesn't mean it's not going to be done. It'll get done at some stage.
Yeah, I mean, we've got somewhere in the region of 2,347 albums, 227 acts.
Yeah, it's not. They'll get done.
Wait your turn.
Just have to wait your turn. Yeah, so that's me done for a bit. We're going to have some hatches, matches, and dispatches.
Well, before we do that, good evening, Pulsar, bonsoir, Romuald, or bon après-midi. Good evening, Mike and Zeb. Right, hatches, matches, and dispatches. He hasn't made a beeline for the door yet.
No, because he's still attacking. He's still attacking it, so.
Okay, hatches, matches, and dispatches. Dispatches, we've only got 12 so far. Birthdays, the hatches, we've got 22, and we've got one wedding in the musical world. And if I remember correctly, it's geography today. So, dispatches. 18th of this month, Juan Brujo, American death metal singer with Brujeria, or Brujeria, whichever way you want to say it.
Never heard of them.
Yeah. And Nick Gravenites, American blues singer and guitarist. He was in the Electric Flag, and do you remember this band, Big Brother and the Holding Company?
Yeah, I remember that. I've heard of them.
Yeah, they both passed on the 18th. On the 20th, Richard Dyer, an American classical music critic. He actually wrote for the Boston Globe. Also, Srirangam Kannan, an Indian classical morsing player. Eddie Lowe, New Zealand country singer, and Kim Richmond, American jazz saxophonist and composer. The 21st saw the departure of Benny Golson, American jazz saxophonist and composer. What is it with American sax players this month? Roger Palm. Do you remember him? He's a Swedish pop drummer for ABBA.
Wasn't he? Well, there you go.
Yeah. He passed away, as did Juan Carlos Salazar, the Venezuelan.
Did you see someone wandering off?
Yeah. I saw him out of the corner of my eye.
Come on, then.
The 22nd, Dick Diamond, Dutch-born Australian rock bassist with Easy Beats. His death was announced. And the death was announced on the 23rd of Freddie Salen, American southern rock guitarist with Outlaws. And 24th, Catherine Vernice Glover, better known as Cat Glover, American professional choreographer, dancer, singer, rapper. She worked with Prince, amongst others. She passed. So that's the sad bit. The happy birthday bit. Da-di-da. Youngest to oldest, as usual. 32 today is Russ. He's actually Russell Vitale, American rapper, songwriter, and producer. 36 today is James Blake, English musician and singer-songwriter. 37 is Rosie Munter, Swedish pop singer with the groups Play and KIDS. 40 today is Keisha Buchanan, British pop and R&B singer. She used to be in the Sugar Babes. 51 today is Marty Casey, American singer with Love Hammers. 52 today is Sean Stockman, American singer. He was in the group Boys to Men. He's also a songwriter and record producer. 60 today, and I wish Ian was back here because I'd love him to get this. Nicola Sharon French. We know her better as Nikki French, singer. She was best known for her 1995 dance cover version of Lips of the Heart, which reached US and UK top 5. She also represented the UK in the 2000 Eurovision Song Contest in Stockholm, where she came 16th. A reasonable finish, unlike more recent events. Anyway, 62 today is Tracy Thorn, English rock vocalist with Everything But the Girl. 65 today is Virginia Astley. She's a British experimental pop singer, songwriter, and keyboard player. And I would encourage you to go and look her up on Wikipedia because the family connection to music is astounding. 69 today is Carlene Carter, American country singer. 70 today, and Ian should know this name, Craig Chakiko, American rock guitarist with Jefferson Starship and Starship.
On any other version of that band.
Yeah. Also 70 is Cesar Rosas, Mexican singer, songwriter, and guitarist with Los Lobos. 71 today, couldn't leave her out, Dolores Keane, Irish folk singer and founder of Dedanan. 73 today, Tony Sales, it's another name you should recognize. American rock bassist, he's played with Todd.
Old our friend Todd.
Our friend Todd. He's also played with Iggy Pop, and he was in Tin Machine, along with his brother. 75 today is Martin Del Rey, an American country singer, and Toby Myers, American session and touring bass player. He's been in Roadmaster, and he played from 1982 to 1999 with John Mellencamp. 76 today is Tyrone Porter, American bass and guitar player and songwriter. And he was with the Doobie Brothers from 1972 to 1980, and they went away and came back again for another second session from 1987 to 1992. Also 76 today is a Scottish drummer, songwriter, vocalist. He's recorded and toured during the 70s and 80s with a lot of bands, including Pilot, the Alan Parsons Project, 10cc, Camel, and Roger Daltrey. And his name is Stuart Tosh. Surprise, surprise. Who is 79 today? Brian Ferry.
No.
Yes, Brian Ferry is 79, the voice of Roxy Music. 83 today is Joe Bauer, American rock drummer with Youngbloods. Sorry, you were saying?
Yeah, you're saying Virginia Key.
Exactly. And if you don't get the reference, folks, watch the video for the draw last night. 84 today is Gary Bartz, American jazz fusion and funk saxophonist. And grandpa tonight is Giacomo Manzoni, an Italian composer. So there's your hatches. As I said, we've got one match. Country music singer-songwriter Billy Joe Shaver married Wanda Lynn Kennedy in Corsicana, Texas. So that's your hatches, matches, and dispatches. The one that you missed, well, two that you missed while you were out. Nikki French, do you remember her?
Yeah.
Why do you remember
her? The name rings a bell. I've heard of her, but I can't tell you what.
Well, 1995, she did a dance cover version of Total Eclipse of the Heart. Got to top 5 in the UK, US. She was in the 2000 Eurovision Song Contest for the UK. She placed 16th. Tracy Thorn from Everything But the Girl. And Virginia Astley. That's the one that, as you were coming back in, I said people should go and look her up on Wikipedia because the family connection to music is... It's surprising. I was quite surprised to find how many members of the family are connected to music. So anyway, that's hatches, matches, dispatches, and waffle and waffle. Today's talking point is geography, and I know a sneaky one that Ian has, and I approve because I think it's actually a very good interpretation of the rules. So we'll close that, and we'll add this to the stage.
Oh, this is it's time to go. What's next week?
Exactly so. Boom,
Okay,
full
here we
screen.
go. So next week, well, there is something happening on Sunday. Guess who's back?
Oh no! There's 3 of you now.
Well, there's 3 of us now. This will go out Sunday because we are actually doing it on the Saturday night because of Simon and the kiddies. So we're going to do. Remember, I did the tier. Me and Simon did a tier ranking of number 1s of 90s. We thought they were a pile of old rubbish. So we've said, okay, let's find 10 each of songs that we thought that should have been number 1. So it'll come out sometime on Sunday. I'm not quite sure because I've got a very busy day Saturday, and I'm not going to tell you too much about that. It'll just be a surprise. So that's on Sunday. We are back. Monday, we have got some more Bob Dylan from the 1990s. Yeah, this is where I started to struggle, but I did find a couple of bits. A Perfect Side. We're going to do them little old boys from Texas. Tres Hombre, which has got so many good songs on it. So Tuesday, we're going to look at Mr. Waters' solo albums. Roger. And our retro ranking, we're going to do some 60s American instrumentals with the Ventures, which are pretty good. Marathon Day, a little bit of alternative rock with Wilco, and that's quite a modern picture of them because the ones in there when they started are not very good. Yes, we're doing the Ventures. Good afternoon, Nick.
Yes, Mike, I agree. Dylan in the 90s is not an easy listen. Nope.
Then Thursday, and look at that. Battle Royal grouping, and we've done it. We have actually done it. We had to make a few. It took a couple of. We did it in one fell swoop that last night's live stream. We had to make a few things because we.
Yeah, we don't want people. We have some people with 2 entries, and we didn't want the 2 entries in the same group.
That's what happened. Yeah, as Stephen said, Spooky was going to ask for Roger. Wow, he's coming. And then we're going for a very nostalgic trip down memory lane. We're going back to 1955.
Yeah.
Yes, and there's a certain ex-Radio 2 DJ in the top 10.
It wouldn't by any chance be the man who used to say, "This is what you do."
You do. Yes, he did. Friday. Live albums from one of my favourite guitarists. I think you may guess he's one of my favourite artists. Mr. Michael the Legend Schenker. And I'll be looking at all his live albums that he did outside of UFO.
Yeah, that's the bit you have to stress.
Yes,
outside,
it's not any of the UFO.
UFO.
There's no UFO, but there's plenty of UFO songs. And then one-off album. Now, Steeler, you'd probably go, who are they? Well, this was a band that Yvonne Malmsteen was in before he became a solo artist. I remember this coming out because it's a proper good old-fashioned hair metal album. With lots of hair lacquer and 80s guitar riffs. But I've got such a fondness for this album. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure. So there we go. That's what's on next week. So let's get rid of that rubbish. There we go. Right. So
oh, right.
yes, I have. I haven't listened to it yet, Zeb. I will be though. Yeah, and I've been listening to the Nectar albums, Seb. I've listened to it 3 times. So I would say a bit of a spoiler for you. Friday week, I'll be reviewing it. I thought I'd let you know because you've been saying, when are you going to do it? I am doing it, and it'll be Friday week.
Yeah. But more importantly,
tomorrow is night week.
Yeah. Yes.
Except I have been listening to that all week as well.
I know. I mean, we were talking about it last week, saying yes, it's coming out tomorrow, meaning last Friday, and we were chatting. We got to midnight. I said, look, I need to go to bed. My phone went ping, and Spotify was downloading onto my phone. Thank you. So I spent the next half hour listening to the new Nightwish album before going to bed. I'm not going to say what I thought because it'll spoil tomorrow. Anyway.
So yeah, what else have I done this week that's been interesting? Not a lot. I've just been ploughing on with stuff. We haven't been out for many walks this week because the weather has been terrible.
What you have been doing is your backside's been cracking together, wondering what the hell am I going to do because you had a little accident.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm not, I had a major accident this week. Yeah, the record player broke.
Well, it got broken because a shelf, which is supposed to be, it'll never fall down. We guarantee this sticky back plastic will never fall off the wall.
Yeah, I was gutted, but that's another story.
But at least it is repairable.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Yeah, but I have got an emergency one, but it doesn't sound the same. So. Yeah. Anyway, last week's battle royale, not battle royale, sophomore drome.
Yeah, sophomore drome. Oh dear. You thought Jimi Hendrix's Experience, Axis Boulder's Love, was worthy of your attention. Okay. 18 people agreed with you. On the other hand, 23 people thought The Doors' Strange Days was a better album. So you actually lost one.
Lost one again.
Yeah, so it's now 9.5, 4.5. And today, let's see. What's the live stream at 11? That hasn't. No, it's still on 11. So today, you chose the Trogler Dynamite, and currently the voting is 6-5 to the Kinks.
I'm glad I won't have no more voting to do. As from that following week, all I do is tell you about them and let you do the thing. Anyway, I'll tell you a bit about what's going to happen. When I do the groups, which you'll find out next week, there will be a little short of about 15 seconds of each of that group. But each week, I have put on my Spotify, I have put the playlist of every song that is going to be featured in the group stages. So I will put that link in every week. So you can actually go and listen to it without having to find it if you want to listen. Now, are
you going to do them in order of groups?
Yes, they are sorted into groups. So. But so basically, we've been down rabbit holes listening to stuff. So there might be some stuff in there that you've never heard. So here's your opportunity to go and do some rabbit holes yourselves. And I've made it all so simple for you. I shall put the link to the playlist, and you just go and put the playlist on for my thing. You don't even have to look for them for yourself. How considerate am I?
Voting is follow the link and vote for one, like we did before.
Yeah, so we're going to have no cheating, etc. So now I'm going to put the link up. I think I have put it up once, but I'll put it up again. So we can get this show on the road properly.
Here we go. Why is Pulsar going yikes?
I think because of my
Oh, the accident. Yes.
yes.
I have seen the evidence, and even I went, "Ew." And it wasn't so much me doing that, more like my wallet going, "Ew." And I'm not Scottish.
Just get rid of that now. Yeah, it was very upsetting actually.
I'm not surprised. I mean, a the sudden bang, but looking around and seeing that, ouch.
I think anyone that loves their beauty. Luckily, there wasn't an album on it.
Oh yeah.
That was a saving grace. There was no albums on it, but the
E-
shelf.
Even luckier, your birthday present wasn't on it.
No, that the shelf is now well and truly secure properly. So don't. So my advice to you guys, when it says no nails needed, it's a load of old tosh. Don't believe a word.
Put brackets underneath.
Yes, there's brackets and all sorts on that shelf now. Yeah, so but anyhow, things can't be helped.
Sorry, never mind me muttering in the background.
No, so I'm just looking at Rocky's.
He's dreamy. Yeah. Good evening, Mike.
Hiya.
How's the weather up in Leeds today?
Pretty grim. I had to go for a haircut this afternoon and I just about managed to dodge the showers. But I see Northamptonshire was on BBC News tonight because of flooding.
Nick's favourite place, Billing Aquadrome.
Well, it's
Yeah.
right next to the river, and people live there in caravans all the year round.
Yeah,
And houseboats.
they showed a caravan site, yeah, that had been evacuated.
It gets evacuated every winter,
Yeah,
and it's only autumn.
yeah.
Yeah, so you've
Yes,
got
I
the
thought-
lyrics. We won't. I knew you'd get them, but we won't say anything yet.
Yeah. No, I won't give a game away, but yeah. Well,
You
one
use
of
them
my
straight away.
favourites. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm going to show mine and get mine out the way tonight.
Before you do that, I reckon tonight you're from a Balkan country,
I am from a Balkan country tonight.
right?
Ah.
Right, I've got some albums and a few singles to show tonight. So
Okay.
the first one, the
Bubble.
A side of the track. This is brought up in Leeds, not so very long ago. The B side of Sorrow is a track called Amsterdam.
Oh,
Yeah. Yes.
Evening, Simon.
Good evening, Simon. And then we got some Kim Wilde, who went to Cambodia.
That's right.
oh, that's a nice single.
Yeah, it's a nice single. And then, from a short jump from Cambodia, Susie went on into a Hong Kong garden.
Oh,
Yeah, you know what?
What?
I wouldn't have actually. You would have had to make a choice. It's either not show that one, or spoiler alert. Look
yeah.
at the lyrics.
Okay, first album I'm going to show is an album by ZZ Top, the cycler.
Yes, I know what's coming.
And there's a song on here called My Head is in Mississippi. Which might have been a fun. Next up, a bit of No Prayer for the Dying from
Good evening, Breakfast King of Loyola.
Yes, from Iron Maiden. And they went to Mother Russia on this album.
Mm-hmm.
And then Richie Blackmore and the boys all got lost in Hollywood. And then one of my latest acquirements, and a certain composer decided to go to Limerick.
Right.
I've really enjoyed it. This is one of the albums I listened to before it went broke, and it's really good. Now, Ronnie James Dio, instead of going demons and wizards, he decided to go to Egypt, where the chains are on.
Mm-hmm.
Up next, Nick Mason and Rick Fenn.
Ooh.
On the Profiles album, and there's a song on here for a lovely little island called Malta.
Nice one.
That's a really good one. And then, hello, it's that one again. But it's got Birmingham Blues on it.
Yeah.
Which is a great track. Only a bunch of blokes from Birmingham can have a song called Birmingham Blues.
Yeah. That's good.
So, I'm going to Asia, who went on their Astor album, had The Voice of America.
Mm-hmm.
This is after Steve Howell had left. And it's the one with the dodgy haircut brigade.
Oh, yeah. Look at those mullets. Lovely.
I know. You look at Cole Palmer's, he doesn't even look like. John Wetton's is the worst.
Yeah.
Not a good look, was it?
There's
And my
too
final
much hair
one
there, isn't there? Too much
No.
hair.
is off the Best Years of Our Lives album from a certain.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a track on here called The 49th Parallel,
Ah.
which is, it runs around the earth, of course, but the main bit is the border between Canada and the United States.
Yeah.
I would say that counts. Do you, Mike?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, I do. That's the one that I thought was brilliant as well within the rules.
Yeah,
It's up
easily.
there with the poster on the wall in the tube station, I reckon.
Oh, well, that was genius, that.
Yeah, that was genius. And the reason I put this on, because I put it on, I was on a playlist I was listening to, and I thought, oh, yeah, there's one. So I went and grabbed the album there and then.
Good out.
It's a great album, that is.
Hmm.
So there we go. There's my offerings tonight. Maybe
Well
some-
done.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Yeah, I thought I'd do something a little different because, you know, instead of showing the usual suspects, it was, you know, just find some obscure stuff.
Yeah, why not? Why not? That was good. Yeah. Actually, Zeb mentioned the new Cure single, you know, their first for 16 years, called Alone. And yeah, I listened to it this morning and it's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
It's,
I shall listen to it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's about 7 minutes.
Has gone from bad to worse this week.
Oh,
My video suite, it crashed while I was in the middle of editing. So I just switched everything off, put it back on, and then it come up with an error code.
Yeah.
Saying that there's a bug in the startup bit. And the only way I could resolve it, uninstall the program and reinstall it.
Is it okay now?
Yes.
Good.
But it took a couple of hours because you got all the updates and
Yeah. Let's see who's arrived while we've been. Mick, good evening, and Christopher, welcome, and Breakfast King of Loyola. He greeted you correctly. Double
Yes,
victory.
he did. Yes, I noticed that when I saw something. What? So he knows what that is. It's a place that a friend of mine went just before it all.
Oh,
kicked
and sorry. Good evening, Stephen. Stephen's in as well, right?
Oh, everyone's in tonight. So yeah,
Everyone's in. No one's up apart from Mike. Mike's doing double duty.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the other one's in doing the business. I'm glad you're there, Simon. I will send you the link via WhatsApp for Saturday tomorrow. Because as you know, we're back on Sunday, and we're going to do what we thought should have been at number one in the 90s, not what the British public decided.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you're going to do a better job than the British public did anyway.
Oh yes, the three of us. I think between us, I mean, we're going to have the 90s man anyway. Simon, he's the guru of the 90s.
Yeah, absolutely.
He is. He's. Us oldies have got a bit disillusioned with music by then. But
I'd stop doing discos.
So, yeah.
Hey, what are you on tonight?
I'm on a thing called Lost Patrol.
Good, yeah. Yeah, I'm drinking Girl from Mars.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's an IPA. It's really nice.
Oh God.
Yeah, this is one of the Brewdog beers. It's really
yeah,
good.
yeah. They're always quality, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'm heading for trouble. I'm on Double.
Oh dear.
Oh.
I mean, as much as I love Double, it's great beer. The only problem is pouring the damn thing.
And
You've got a pint glass, and you pour in, 40 mils, and the head comes up to the top of the pint glass. There's so much gas, and in such a tiny bottle, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yes. The only man that drank that and fell asleep standing up.
Well, we were coming back from Brussels. We were chatting with a bunch of guys who'd been down visiting the cemeteries.
Yeah.
And we were all knocking the Double back. And then Iain and I scooted across to Euston to hop on the train. And he grabbed a seat. And I was left, and there's no other seat on the carriage. Oh, right. So I'm stood up against the partition, sort of leaning back, case behind my legs, and off I went. I think I woke up in Watford, and then where was the next one? I don't think I woke again till Bletchley.
No, it was just near
Wow.
enough.
Yeah, that's that.
Yes, that was an interesting trip.
Yeah.
Not as bad as falling asleep in the soup.
Oh yeah.
I didn't do that.
No. That's when this was one of my birthdays, and I looked at the menu and I went, I can't see it. It's all over the place.
That was the night. That was the night I ended up. I had to take you home.
I did. Yeah.
Push you up the stairs. Open the bathroom door. Kick your feet out from under you so you knelt down over the loo, and then from behind grabbed him round the waist and heaved up. Oh, what a lovely picture we're painting tonight.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah. What are you two like, eh?
Yeah, it won't be like that this year. I'm afraid. Them days are gone.
Well, there were three of us. Our late friend, God love him, PK Paul, and the three of us. Birthday, we'd go out together, 2 or 3 pubs, and then we'd end up at somewhere to eat. 9 times out of 10, it was Chinese or an Indian. And every time we did it, whoever's birthday it was, that person ended up going home early because they were totally sloshed. Couldn't eat, couldn't see the menu, get home.
Yeah. We've all done that, haven't we? We've wasted a good meal in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
Too pissed to enjoy it.
Yeah, the rest of us, sort of, make sure he's give him another one, make sure he's got one. One of us will take him home.
Yeah.
Those days.
The best for us used to be whenever we used to go out to the country, as we called it. And we'd arrive out at a relatively local pub with a five.
Sorry to put you off. Obviously, Nick's having trouble putting his granddaughter down, and Charles says, "Play her Coldplay." That was what Nick put, and this was Charles's reply. Play a Coldplay. Well, yeah,
that's excellent.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
That will send anyone to
streamer,
sleep.
leave the politics.
Yeah.
In fact,
I need to hide this. Have you got it?
have I got? I can't even find it.
He's gone. He's been and got. Oh, I wonder. Let me check. No, it's not in. It's not in Twitch.
Well, yeah, it's not that sort of stream, is it?
No, if you want to do that, go to other streams, but we don't have that here. This is Thursday nights, getting away from it.
I can't get on. Do a video of what I picked. I've done one for the compilation topic. Come on, no problem, Nick. No problem. record hand.
Right, I found
Give
it.
the poor kid nightmares. Why don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, you found it, have you?
Yeah, they're gone.
Ah, good. Well done.
I forgot I can actually do it from in here.
Oh, right. No, I've got to go to YouTube and.
Yes, it's now. The sensible streamer was banned and their comments removed.
There we go. Yeah, no, leave the politics somewhere else, please. This isn't the place for it.
So they say, leave them at the door and collect them on the way out.
Yeah.
I used to say that at work. I had 2 people from Africa, and one of them wouldn't talk to the other one, and it came out that they would. It was very tribal.
Yeah.
You can leave that at the door.
Exactly.
What was that? Was that down at CMK, or was that before you moved to Virgin?
No, that was when I was in residential care. Yeah, a long time ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
was that up the avenue?
No, that was up in Brixworth.
Oh, that is going back a bit. That is
Yeah, Coldplay would put Nick to sleep. Yes, put me to sleep.
Yeah,
Throw in
Charles
some
replies,
as
best.
well, and you know.
Yeah, and Charles agrees. Best cure for insomnia.
I always say if they run out of anesthesia for the hospitals, just put a Coldplay album on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or listening to Bono giving one of his spiels between the songs.
Yeah. Yeah.
That definitely sends you to sleep.
I remember at the Cardiff Arms Park on the Joshua Tree. So he was spieling on, and someone shouted, "Oi, get on with it!"
There's no. The fans will know the story behind whatever. There's no need to repeat and repeat and repeat.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fans are there for the music. They are still getting
Darren
on.
gets it right. There's the middle of the road 70 songs. Well, there were certainly a lot in America. God, dreadful songs. While we was jumping around to
Slade.
Slade Sweet, they were still going
Yes,
along.
but then again, there was some middle of the road stuff that was really good.
Oh yeah, you can't write it all off. But yeah, I mean the thing about Coldplay is that there's nothing really there to sort of really dislike. But it's kind of like I don't know how to put it. You know, you sort of listen to it and then it's kind of instantly forgettable. Really, that's what I
call lift music.
Yeah. Hey, Ramon.
Bon après.
Bonsoir.
Good evening.
How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you loud and clear.
Perfect.
We're having a bit of I'm having a bit of a Canadian week this week on the channel. I've had the Guess Who, Bob Ezrin today, and Gordon Lightfoot tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, really?
Brooks and Waves.
Yeah, absolutely great singer, Gordon Lightfoot. Yeah, the first time I heard about it on the first trip I took over here, and I heard that song, "The Wreck" of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Oh,
It's beautiful song.
Yeah,
beautiful song. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have been more glad than
I was listening to some of the Canadian bands he's produced, and I'd never heard, like the Kings, never heard of them. Gonna give them a listen. There's so much that he done that was outside of mainstream.
Yeah, I'm not really familiar. Probably Record Hound. Record Hound is in the chat. He's very knowledgeable about Canadian stuff. Yeah. Hi, Record Hound.
You understand that one?
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Play the arch. Yeah, one of these days. Anyway, Mike, have you got some? As you set this one, have you got some wonderful?
I have. Just give me a second. Just give me a second.
5, 4, 3. 2, 1.
That's your second.
Anyway, so what we should have said is "ça va."
Ça va, yeah.
Ça va très bien. Do we do this the whole thing in French?
Oh, let's not.
No, you're starting to stress my French.
Yeah. I'd love to be. I'd really love to be able to, but
I could order food, but that's about it.
But your pronunciation of the French artist is second to none, and I mean it.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, what you said, what you commented to me the other day, I can't believe that you want to try videos to find out about French music.
No, but it's nice to see a guy from Britain talking about all these stuff. Even some young French people know nothing about. So, a lot about our singer.
I picked up a French prog album on Monday.
Oh,
yeah, Clear Light.
Oh, never heard of this band.
Yeah. I mean, although they're French, I think they kind of made it in the UK. They signed with Virgin round about 73, 74, 75.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah, Virgin were more like Canterbury scene, like Hatfield in the North at the beginning. Some stuff, and but there are so many bands, and some people think sometimes that they are French because they sing they are French because they sing in French, but they are not. They are from here, Quebec, the French-speaking part of Canada. The prog scene was buzzing here in Montreal in the 70s. I recently found like 15 records on the trip I took on the East Coast. And I was amazed. So many bands, and they sing in French, but they are from Canada. They are not even from France. So
I think one of the bands that Biostream work with. They're called Telephone. They're from Quebec. I think they're called Telephone.
Right. No, Telephone. They are from France.
They are French, but they worked in. I think they went to Quebec or something. I was reading upon them.
Yeah, they are very, very famous. This is my parents. When you were a young guy in the 80s, you were in France. They were singing in French. So they one of the first rock band that had support, get support from the record label, and they had some massive success, mainstream hits on the radio, and they're really cool. Yeah.
Was it something Bieu Le Man or something like that? I can't remember the actual title.
Yeah, and they split in '86, and after that, they made us like the main singer and the main guitar player. They did a solo career, and they had success once again, playing some good rock and roll rock ballads. And but they were like really mainstream, throughout the '80s. But still a good band,
Yeah.
Are you ready then, Mike?
I'm ready. Yes.
Yes,
I'm absolutely ready. So here we go then.
That's the man set this one for us. So.
Yeah, I'll start with a couple of singles then. First off, there you go. X-ray Specs, the globe there, the day the world turned day-glow.
Excellent.
Yeah, one of my favourite. Well, one of my favourite sort of punk bands. I mean, Polystyrene was absolutely brilliant, I thought. Yeah, and then a second single, you know what that is. There you go, Martha and the Muffins, Echo Beach.
Yeah.
yeah, good one.
Yeah, there's a nice map there. Right. Next one. I think this is a lovely cover. So this is the photograph is on these sort of NASA sort of satellite photographs of the Earth, and the album's called From Gas to Solid, You Are My Friend. It's by Austrian group. I suppose it's not really a group because it's a lady called Anna Plash, and she goes under the name of Soap and Skin. And it's sort of, she's a keyboard player, songwriter, and this is great. And it finishes on side 2 with an absolutely brilliant version of Louis Armstrong's "Wonderful World." So that's the second one. Right. So the Queen of the Mississippi Delta,
Bobby Gentry,
the Delta Sweetie. And we've got a few, what have we got on here? Oh, yeah. Okolona River, Bottom Rock. And there's that. And then this is a reissue of the album. And it's got a second album with it. And it's got Mississippi Delta on it. So that's a brilliant Bobby Gentry. Yeah. Right, a bit of post-punk. There you go. Atletico Spizzati, Duo Runner, and you can see there's a map of Africa in there. In the
oh, that's clever. That's clever.
Yeah. So so this is a guy called Spiz, and he had his one hit, Where's Captain Kirk, as Spiz Energy. And he kept changing his name. And, Atletico Spizzati was the name of the band that he chose because of the Olympics in 1980. So, there you go.
I remember Where's Captain Kirk? Because I was a Star Trek fan. Oh, go, Benny.
Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? Right. This is a band from Yorkshire, electronic. It's Craven Faults, and the whole album is sort of inspired by the Yorkshire landscape. It's called Standards, I should say, and it came with a lovely lovely book of black and white photographs of the
nice one.
landscape. It's really, really nice presentation. This, so
While you're listening to the music, you can look at the wonderful sights of Yorkshire.
exactly, yeah. There you go.
It's to say, sometimes you don't appreciate where you are until you see something like that.
Yeah,
And then you go, I never realised that that view existed. It's a mile down the road. I've never seen it.
Exactly. Yeah. You just, a few minutes outside the city, and you're into the countryside. Yeah.
Or until
bear with us a tick.
Yeah.
Good evening, Michael.
Good evening, Mike.
Hi, Michael.
Or until you move to another country.
Yeah.
Right. Bit of prog, but nice.
A great record.
Yes.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? And you've got the desert landscape here.
Mm.
That's that one. Then I thought I had to show a bit of prog, a bit more prog, and of course, the Imagine landscapes of Roger Dean. That's of course close to the edge. There we go, and then just a couple more. One of my favourite bands, named after a city in France, and this is Words of Music, and it's and as you can see, it's got a sort of street map of London, but all the road names have been changed to.
Yeah, they're all Beatles
songs. Beatles songs.
On there.
So you got Penny Lane there. Yeah.
Along a winding road. Yeah.
Yeah. So lots.
That's very clever. That is a very clever.
Tobacco Road.
Every way, sort of leading down. And to the long and winding road. Yeah. So there you go. That's Saint Etienne and Words of Music. And finally, this is a real blast from the past. And I picked this up because it was £1 at Record Fair about 3 months ago. And it's these guys, the New Vaudeville Band. Vinci Central. From 1967. And,
very clever.
It was very sort of 1920s inspired sort of music. Very
flapper music.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But there you go. So Finchley Central was, I think, their second biggest hit. I mean, the Winchester Cathedral, which was covered by loads of people, was their kind of breakthrough. So that's my 10, folks.
Well done.
Yeah.
Very good ones.
Thank you.
Very good one. I think the best cover for interpretation of that is the Saint Etienne one.
It's good, isn't it?
It is the way they've taken all the Beatles titles and put them in.
Yeah.
I think that's brilliant marketing.
Yeah. It's one of the best albums as well.
Anyway, here's Michael, who's now got he managed to get 2 songs in the competition.
I did 2.
Yeah. Wet Willie's in.
Huh?
Wet
Willie
Willie
got in.
Every time I giggle at that, Wet Willie.
So what's the other one then? What's the other one, Michael?
The Motors.
The Motors, Love and Loneliness.
What a good choice. I mean, I think that's a cracking song.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we got another double here. Mike got in with 2 as well. Both Michael and Mike got in with 2.
Yep.
You'll find out where your singles are on next week. Exciting times. All I'll say is we've tried to do it in genres, decades, to make it fair.
Okay.
Yes. So yes. Anyway, I hear that LP is whistling its way to the UK.
Yes. Yeah. I think next week.
Yeah, hopefully my deck will be mended by then.
Well, I'll tell you, it is. Okay. Okay. If the corners are in impeccable condition, I recommend that you use a camera when you open it up, because my packing is kind of creative. My innards, my packing materials are creative. I think you'll like it. It comes. You know that book, How to Wrap 5 Eggs? It was a famous book. Yeah, so it's like how to wrap one record.
So I more than likely do an improv live.
Great. It's you will not believe how pristine the shape is. I couldn't believe it myself. I mean, it's just like time froze.
Perfect.
Yeah. I'll just let Ramon what Michael sent me the Ian Gillan album, the Japanese, only released in Japan. I've only been looking for it for 30 odd years.
Okay. Wow.
And Michael's managed to get it, and Dave has got it for my birthday.
Oh.
So what a birthday present, an album that I've been looking for all my life, that I've been into Gillan.
Wow.
This is what a community is all about.
Yeah.
That is what it's all about. It's about having good friends that know that you're, even though they're not probably as mad on Gillan as I am, but they know that I've got a passion for it. And yes.
All I want to know now is what am I getting next year? the gauntlet has been laid.
Yeah, it's hard to have to find something. I have to find you a Norwegian Nightwish album.
Yeah. Find your
Have
costume.
you listened to the new Nightwish album, Michael?
What's that?
Have you listened to the new Nightwish album?
I have not. I've been remiss.
Oh.
Come on, be generous. Be generous.
It's been a busy week for me, but I'll do my best.
Yes.
Anyway,
Ramon, you got any records to show us tonight, or you just?
Yeah. So my record doesn't have a map on the cover.
Geography.
Just geographical in nature.
Okay. Yeah, I do have some. Yeah.
I mean, I went really silly with the 49th parallel, which I was.
Yeah.
No, I think that was genius. I think 49th parallel was genius. But anyway, let's go to Romuald.
Let's start off with a French artist, Maxime Le Forestier, and it's a very, very iconic song, San Francisco. He talks about, the imagery of hippie. It's a true hippie song, by the way. He talks about his blue house when all the hippie did gather back in the days. So folk songs, Maxime Le Forestier, like the same topic, like, Scott McKenzie in a way. So San Francisco. So yeah. 624. I don't even remember the phone number. A very iconic phone booth in Liverpool. Maybe you remember that song 622. I cannot remember. It's a phone booth or a phone box, as you guys say in the UK. They were mentioning. So when they received some call, they had their first deal from that phone booth that really exists, and you could actually. I think it was disconnected some years ago, but OMD.
Yeah, that's what people used to do. They used to bands used to give a telephone box and an old crowd around it.
Yeah, the song named Red Frame, White Light. That's the song I'm mentioning here.
Excellent.
Very iconic album. And that song Renee, The Darkest Delight.
Yeah.
And the place which is mentioned in that song is Kuala Lumpur, which is pretty fun when you think about it. So Renee has a job on the dock, but she doesn't work to unload the truck, if you see what I mean. And it's a great song as well.
Oops.
Another fantastic album. Yeah, the radio song. Several places are mentioned in that song. So Colorado, Memphis on the radio song, which is about a guy who drives in the night. So Doug Dillard, ex-Birds, He made 2 fantastic albums with no, sorry, not Doug Dillard, Gene Clark. Sorry, Gene Clark was the Byrds. Made 2 albums with Doug Dillard, the banjo player. This is the first one, and the only song, the radio song, is simply amazing. This is a box set of Fresh first 3 albums, and the third album, Caress of Steel. And I know Record Hound just mentioned the Niagara Falls, and Neil Peart, drummer of Rush. He grew up very close to Niagara Falls, not in Toronto. The other 2 people, Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson, they were from Toronto downtown. But Neil Peart grew up very close to Niagara Falls, so Lake Ontario. And on this album, you have a song called Lakeside Park. And this is actually the place in front of the lake, where you can see on your left Toronto, on your right the river that goes from Niagara Falls, and beautiful song, Lakeside Park on Rush, Caress.
Yeah, you don't. I've never been. Obviously, I've never been to Lakeside Park, but when you listen to that, you can picture it. He describes it, and then you look at a picture of it, and he's not far off it, is he? How he's described it. Absolutely terrific.
Lakeside Park, Willow in the Breeze, not Willow in the Trees, Willow in the Breeze, and truly amazing. Scarborough Fair, of course, a very iconic place. Parts of Sage Rosemary and Thyme album. I think it's is it in Scotland or in Ireland? This very old market.
No, it's in Yorkshire. It's in Yorkshire on the Yorkshire.
Okay.
Yeah. Scarborough Fair, it actually goes back to it's medieval, isn't it, Mike? It's a medieval.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to sing it because we used to have the fairs and May festivals, and that's one of the songs I used to sing.
Yeah.
Wonderful song.
It's one of those songs that everyone learns at school, don't they?
Yeah.
Awesome. I know you will like this one.
Hey!
The song Far, Far Away, many places are mentioned, but I particularly like the way he pronounced Montmartre from Paris. So, the great Ben Slade. And last but not least, Mountain. They failed to appear in the Woodstock movies, but they actually performed on Woodstock. And on this album, you have a song called For Yasgur's Farm. Max Yasgur was the guy who, battled the place. And this is actually the song, an homage to the guy who made the things possible by lending his farm or his field, whatever, for the iconic Woodstock Festival.
Album.
Yeah.
Great album.
FedEx popularity and great one.
I've actually seen Mountain. They played at the Nebworth Fair, the return of the Nebworth Fair, the Deep Purple. They're only showing 85. Mountain were on the bill. One of the first bands on. Okay. And they were brilliant.
And I'm done. You can make me small. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think Steve's got to do it because he's back.
Who's the lineup?
I'm backwards and forwards.
Yeah, there's the bit about Scarborough Fair.
Okay.
Originated from King Henry. Yes, I said was about the medieval.
Yeah, so it goes back a bit.
It goes. Yeah, I think on that bill, that bill was terrific. There was Alaska on, Mountain were on, Mama's Boys, UFO, Scorpions, Meatloaf, and Deep Purple.
Wow,
not a bad day out, was it?
That's that. Yeah. Some of the greats there.
Apart from the Scorpions and Deep Purple, I think Mountain were my third favourite band.
All right.
Especially was his popularity still with them? Was he still?
I don't know. It was the '85 lineup.
Yeah, he might have been, or he might have. His wife shot him.
Yeah, he passed away. Yeah, he was already dead. Yeah.
Yeah, the album they supported, those touring with, is one album that I'm not keen on, but they only played one track off it, and the rest was just classic Mountain.
Yeah.
Leslie West was something else. Absolutely brilliant band. Hey, I'm so glad that was the only time I ever saw them, but to see Mountain was just something special for me. So yeah, that's a great album. Anyway, so what's Japan got us for geography?
I'm ready. I'm gonna show you more than 10. I'm gonna go pretty quickly, and each of mine are a song on the record. So I'll just show the jacket, and I'll tell you the song that makes it geography. What's that say?
I expected no.
Nice.
Yeah,
there you go. Pulsar's got your answer for you, Felix.
Yeah,
Papara.
thank you, Pulsar.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, it was. He was there in spirit then.
Yeah. Oh.
Thank you. Right.
Okay, so ready? This is just I'll show you the jacket and the song that is geography. Las Vegas.
Oh, great album.
Yeah.
America.
Paris.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a good album.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know. I got some surprises. America.
Yeah.
La, 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 la. Yeah.
Memphis.
Memphis Faces. Yeah.
Yes.
United Kingdom.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's a good one. Yes.
That's a good one.
Last track on the record.
Yeah.
San Jose, as in California. San Jose.
Nice one. Yes.
Good. Good.
As in, do you know the way to? Yes.
Yeah. Union City,
Of
as
course.
in New Jersey. Union City.
Yes.
Yeah.
Central Park Blues. And she's in Central Park. Nina Simone.
Yeah.
So I love that picture of her. I think that's a super picture of her.
It's a fantastic album as well, isn't it?
It is.
Brilliant.
San Jacinto, California.
Yes.
Really odd that he
yeah.
picked that as a place. And I have no idea what his connection was, if he had any at all. But San
Yeah, I
Jacinto,
nearly went
did
with
I get
Salisbury Hill.
Ah,
Yeah.
Blue Moon of Kentucky.
Mal Cooper, excellent.
He covers it.
Nice
Okay,
one.
have a little fun here. Back home in England, Bobby Whitlock. Going to California, Bobby Whitlock. Hello, LA, goodbye, Bobby Whitlock.
Bobby Whitlock.
New York Shuffle.
Oh, yes.
That's a good album, that is. I like that.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Sweet Home Chicago.
Yes.
Oh,
And-
yes.
San Francisco Bay Blues.
Oh yeah.
Nice one. Nice one.
Mm.
I mean, that's it. That's it. A little quickie, different style of presentation.
Mhm.
Hey,
Very quick.
Short, sweet.
Lovely.
We could be done by half
We
past
could.
9 tonight.
Yeah.
It's
This is
good.
definitely a mixed bag, as Christopher says. Yes.
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 Yeah.
That pit of the one sitting on the stool, he looks like he doesn't look comfortable at all, does he?
Which one? Who? Bobby Whitlock?
The mixed bag.
Oh yeah. Richie Havens. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks a bit.
It's really an odd picture.
Yeah,
well, he was really young. Yeah.
Let's pop that up.
Yes. Yes. It looks very posed, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's on
there's a
Verve.
photographer. There's a photographer here. We need something for the front cover. Hey,
Yeah.
there's a stool there. Sit on it.
Yeah. Barry Feinstein. I guess he was I should look him up. But he was from Brooklyn. He was a New Yorker, Richie Havens.
Tim Buckley's greetings from LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could. I haven't.
Yeah.
I was going to show. I was going to do
Oh,
going down the
Mick-
road feeling bad.
Mick's got an answer for you. Small town in inland Southern California, definitely not a memorable
Yeah.
place.
Yeah. But what? I wonder why he chose it as his song title.
Yeah.
I don't know. He might have been staying there whenever he was in the States.
Yeah.
You never know.
Never know.
I'm surprised that one album hasn't been mentioned at all.
Oh, which one?
Burgess Ridge.
Burgess Ridge, yeah, he's actually playing.
Yeah, I could have shown that. Yeah.
Yeah, because Joe Jamfrey lives about 30 miles from Burgess Ridge.
Yeah,
he's been there many a time. He's just sitting up on the Burgess Ridge.
Yeah, and it's a better album than Tubular Bells, in my opinion.
yes. Yeah. I mean, whenever I was studying at uni, my first year, I had an old 8-track, and I played that song every night once I started studying. Around about 11 o'clock at night, on it went, and I was there till about 3 o'clock in the morning. God only knows what the neighbours up, down, left, and right thought, but it wasn't loud, heavy stuff. It was melodic.
It's quite relaxing stuff, isn't it?
It is. It is. Especially that opening passage, that long organ.
Yeah.
I like side 2 when it really cranks it up.
But side one's the gentle introduction, and as Mike says, it is. It's very relaxing.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to listen to that tomorrow now.
In fact, I'm going to be listening to it tonight. I've talked myself into that.
Yeah.
It's really amazing that certain
on Omidorm, it's the same, isn't it? Omidorm's the side one's the you know.
Yeah. It's good. It's really good stuff. Yeah. There's a really good thread going around at the moment that myself and Romy have done it already, and that's it's a guy called Richard S.
Yeah.
Who's I think he's quite new to the VC, isn't he? He's only got like 4 or 5 videos, and he asks you to take 5 albums that represent your record collection, and it's it's quite a difficult thing to do.
Really difficult.
It was fun. It was really good fun to do.
Yeah, I mean, 10 is easy. 5 is really narrowing down your selection. Oh,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But it was,
I'd struggle.
Yeah.
10 I could do, but 5, whoa.
I know. It, I mean, there was stuff I've got in my collection that wasn't really represented by the 5, but it was, I really enjoyed doing it, because it's one of these ones that sort of makes you think.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch your video and I'll see if I will try and see if I can come up with 5. But my music's so varied.
I mean, I know what your collection used to be like. And since you started this, you've been exposed to more new bands, new rhythms. Your virtual collection, shall we say, has exploded.
Oh, God, yeah. It really is.
Picking 5 to represent what you now listen to because of what you do, that's going to be one hell of a choice.
Yeah.
I think that could actually be a brilliant challenge for you. Pick 5.
I think you ought to do it, Ian. Yeah.
Yeah, 5. I think I know. I mean, obviously, there's going to be 3 of my favourite bands are going to be in there. Then I've got to put something in. I've got to put a curveball in as well, and I think I know which my curveball band will be. Yeah, I think I'm up for that.
Yeah,
I might do that Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, if he's only got a few videos up, we've got to support the new channel.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a handful. It's 4 or 5, isn't it? It's got.
It's 5. 4 videos. Yeah.
Excellent. So yeah, I'll look at yours, Mike, to get the details, and then I shall do it.
Mike's map on sleeves reminded me of an album I forgot about. There you go.
Oh, I'm trying to think. Is it one that I know, Nick? Can't think.
And Nick has been thinking about that pick 5 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
We're all up for a challenge, especially on this channel.
Yeah. And also I'll be watching Scott do his live stream on is it Saturday or Sunday? When he's
Sunday evening for you guys.
Yeah, he's only interviewing Annie Haslam.
Yeah, I mean that's fantastic, isn't it? I mean, what a coup.
It's what?
Scott is
the pro corner. The pro corner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I shall have a few words to say to him tomorrow.
I think she already gave an interview last year on the channel. Seeing the Sea of Tranquility. Not sure about that, but I saw her already participating in a VC channel stream.
Yeah. Sorry.
No worries. Yeah.
Do you know what time he's doing that?
Yeah, it's 11 a.m. Eastern, so
11:05
plus 5
4 p.m.
Yeah, in the afternoon. I won't say
Yeah. All right.
Yes, I should definitely be watching that.
Yeah.
Is he doing it as a live stream or has a pre-recorded?
Yeah, live stream. I think. Yeah.
Live stream.
With a gallery, he's allowing people to make comments.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, but he's got her on anyway. So
hats off to our Scott.
Mike, Nick says it's an Iain Jury LP.
Yeah. I'm trying to think which one it is. It's got a map on it.
Huh.
Yeah.
And Pulsar says yes, and he's been on SOT.
Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. I'm gonna have to Google this, Nick.
Oh, hang on. I'm trying to multitask here, which I'm not very good at. Because you know what I'm trying to pull up.
Yeah.
It's our Rockies. I can't find it. Where are you? There we go. It's this time of the night.
Yes.
Oh, right.
And tonight on the Wheel of Fortune, we have got Chill in Out. Trains, boats, and
hang on. Simon, where have you been? We've been doing it constantly for the last hour.
Greatest hits, instrumentals, Fish's Gaff, and transitions. Oh, before we start, we actually are doing a live stream on Halloween night. So your host for Halloween night is Spooky Records.
Yeah. Do you know, Iain, there's one I was going to show tonight, and then because you mentioned it yesterday to me, I pulled it because it's far better. It'll be far better for Halloween.
For Halloween, yeah. So here we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh. Chill Out. Basically, them albums that you put on when you just want to chill, man.
All right. Her just rage.
Oh, just rage, yeah.
Yeah, I think there might be that one maybe shown a few times.
Yeah.
So chill out albums. Them albums you put on when you've had a tough day and you want something really.
I can show my entire prog rock collection if you guys want to.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because there's always going to be one album in there that's not going to be what your mainstream, what you listen to, isn't there? There's always that one chill out.
I can hit you with one straight off. Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. Bam, pick that out of your teeth.
Oh, yeah.
I can guarantee that relaxes me every time.
Yeah.
So next week we're going to be. Yeah, we've done ours. You've missed the others. Never mind.
Who's Iain?
He's my alter ego.
Yeah. Iain from Windsor, isn't that?
From Windsor, that's it.
I do have a small announcement to make. It's not a big deal. I'm flying to Den Bosch in November, so I know. Yeah. Well, I will be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Den Bosch, big fair, big show in the Netherlands. So will you guys? Mike probably not, but who knows? But Mike or Iain or Dave or other people in the chat, are you planning to?
No,
Unfortunately not.
I don't travel too far these days because of Rocky.
No.
And people go, "Oh, you can't." But no, I mean, he's an old boy now, and I don't like leaving him.
Oh, yeah.
The longest I leave him actually now is when I come up to Leeds. That's the longest I leave.
In fact, he's 98 basically. Is our Rocky.
God. So who looks after Rocky then when
he's
you're not around?
He gets spoiled rotten by his mum.
All right.
Yeah, she comes and checks on him. If she's working, she'll come in, make sure he's all right, give him his dinner, fuss, and
because he's I can't blame him. He's a creature of habit.
He's a very creature of habit, and he knows we're talking about him. He's yes, we're talking about you. Yes. You can go back to sleep, He makes out he's asleep, but he's not. He's just laying there, and then when he mentions his name, he's up.
Yeah. No, he's worse than she who must not be named on a live stream.
Yeah.
Mention his name. Bing, mention her name. You got to do it loud enough that she hears.
What was I watching on telly the other night or on stream? Oh, Murder Is My Life. And the character, her name is She Who Can't Be Spoken to. And every time her name was mentioned, the old lights were going round on it. So I had to pick the red button because it was driving me Lulu. I can say it now because this was on Do Not Disturb, but
yeah.
Alexa, come here.
There she goes.
She told me she needs a helping hand.
Her name. Record Hounds travelling about 6 hours to North Bay, selling at a record fair this Saturday.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's even a bit far for us, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah. Well, I mean, 6 hours travel, takes you from one end of the country to the other, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 6 hours used to be me from Northampton up to Stranraer. That's lullaby music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, going back to, because obviously after we finished last night, Mike had a chat with Dave and I while we were singing, and it's amazing how we got it started.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
That's got rid of her. I've switched her off. Yeah, we started off with that. We won't go into, but we say about a certain sort of group you always get in the competition. we did that, and all of a sudden, everything fell into place.
All right, yeah.
We have it done within 45 minutes.
That's really good. That's really good. Because I'm quite interested. I'd be quite interested to see how you did it, because there's quite a few different ways you could sort of divide it up, wasn't there?
Yeah, I mean, we'd done it, and then when I was doing some more work on it this morning, I realised, and Dave did, that we'd put person got 2 in the same group. So we thought, no, you can't do that. So we had to do a little jiggle, and I think it's worked out okay. We just had to retotal one of the groups so we could get the song in there.
I'm going to have a giggle because people won't be able to see what's in, but this gives you an idea. Oh, the groups are down here. You can't see them. Ha ha. But
what you can show.
What I can show is that when can you vote, dates and times. You notice that the clock changes here.
All right.
Goes from British summertime to GMT. Our clocks go back. I know the clocks change on a different week in the US. I'm not sure about Japan, Michael. I don't know when you change.
We don't do it. No.
Okay. And then the last one will be this. Where to vote. There'll be a link in the description under each video and whatnot. And as usual, 1 ISP, 1 vote. So, stop sharing secrets.
Yeah, I mean, we were also talking, weren't we, about some of the singles that aren't in the list, which is sort of inevitable, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, there's not one Queen single. There's nothing from Robert Palmer or there's a host of there's a host of bands, artists, whatever way you want to phrase it, that aren't there.
Yeah.
I'm really, really surprised at some of the picks and some of the not picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually listened to some Wet Willie today. I've never really listened to much of them, to be quite honest. And I thought, I'll give it some listen. Obviously, the song that you've put in, Keep On Smiling, because I've got to talk about it. And I enjoyed it. I just love the name.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say, Ian, that it's an appropriate name for a band because they're best listened to with your fingers in your ears.
I know somebody.
I think that's in another group.
Yeah. So and also I've said this at the beginning of the stream. I've put together in my Spotify a playlist of every song, all 32. And when I do put the thing up, I'll put the link. So if you want to go and listen to them before you make your judgment, and they're all in order of how they're going out as well. So like the first 4 will be at the top, and you just find the ones you want to listen to, and then you'll be able to go and vote. Because the people say, "Oh, I don't know the song, I'm not going to vote." Go and listen to the song. Go down rabbit holes. Yeah. We do it all the time.
Yeah.
As channel creators, we listen to sometimes listen to stuff we don't know much about, especially me.
Yeah. Lots of fun, isn't it?
Howdy to Louisiana from the UK.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Yeah.
Howdy.
Some guy.
Hi, some guy.
Hi, some guy. Right. We set Dave off. We're getting his goat up. Go to little extremes for good. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Robert Palmer, yes, they're having a laugh. Pulsar saw Wet Willie live in New York in the late 70s.
Oh.
There we go. And we're up to date.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I mean that Howdy comes from I think from one of the Blues Brothers I think it's 2000 when they got booked in as a bluegrass. So they all come out with Billy Gibbons. And then we're going, howdy. Not as good as the original Blues Brothers, but it's still fun. The music's good.
Yeah. I mean, I think that could be a real sort of nightmare, can't it, for bands? That, we've all been to gigs, haven't we, where the support band is just not right for the audience.
Yeah. Well, because they're not there for the people are there for the headliner.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I mean, if you're lucky, the support band are good as well. But so many times, why are these guys? Why are these guys touring with those guys? They just doesn't sort of gel. But
I saw the Rolling Stones. I saw the Rolling Stones on the Steel Wheels tour at Wembley, and they had Paul Young, loving the common people.
Yeah.
Paul Young came on, and everyone left the arena. There were more people around getting beer and food. As soon as his set finished, we all toddled back in.
Well, that's it, isn't it? I mean, that happens all the time. At any gig. I mean, particularly, I find that at the Brood now in Leeds, that the hall is generally sort of half full for the support bands. And everybody's in the bar or standing outside with a beer.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the support bands I've seen as support bands that went on to be bigger bands. I mean, I saw Bon Jovi as a support band. I saw Thunder as a support band. But I've seen some big bands as support bands as well. I mean, I've seen Ronnie James Dio support Alice Cooper.
Wow. When?
Yeah.
Well, that was on, what tour was that?
It had been 2002, 2003.
Okay, yeah. Prior, he passed away. He passed away 2010. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only time I ever saw Ronnie James Dio as well. I saw Bad Company without Paul Rogers supporting Purple. And then I've seen Paul Rogers support Status Quo. I've seen Uriah Heep support Status Quo. Steel Eye Span supporting Status Quo. So I've seen...
Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, Wet Willie opened for Bebop Deluxe. That was a gig, though.
Simon saying he should have done Oasis songs.
No Oasis songs.
Did anybody see Liam Gallagher singing before the big boxing match?
Yeah, it wasn't good, was it?
No. Have you seen his reaction to the criticism?
No.
Yeah.
Don't want you fans at our concerts.
Yeah.
He does not like any form of criticism, and he's been really severe.
Wow.
To say the least. Yeah.
Not a good setup for their upcoming tour, huh?
Yeah,
no, not good PR. Already they're screwing with their own PR.
Yeah.
He always does. From what I remember, he always did.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Simon had the right idea with this Oasis tour. Went and bought 3 Oasis original albums for less than the price of a ticket.
Yeah. What could go wrong? Lots.
Some guy who was born in 80, so he missed a lot. Yes.
So am I.
Yeah. I mean,
Simon, what could go wrong? There you go, Nick. The Nightingales who support the Damned at the. For those who don't know, the Ali Pali is the Alexandra Palace. Absolute shite.
The Nightingales were all over the place, though, I think, as a band.
Yeah.
There's some good albums and there's some absolute.
They didn't know what genre they were, did they? Really? One minute they were a punky band, next minute they were a pop band, and then they never had consistency, did they? Ever?
No, and it wasn't as though they were sort of developing a style. It was just all over the place. As you say, one time it was one thing, next time it was something else.
Yeah, what's the current fashion? Let's do that.
Well, King Wizard do that, but they're good at it.
Yeah,
that's the difference, isn't it? They can do a psychedelic album, a disco type album, and then a rock album, and then a metal album, and they all sound brilliant.
Exactly. I think they're the exception to the rule. I think. But I just wish they wouldn't release so much stuff because I'm trying to catch up with them, and I just can't do it. Every time I buy a King Gizzard album, they've released another two.
I think they've released in their short period more albums than Metallica have done in their whole career.
All right, I'll put that back up for Michael. He didn't see it. Charles got off the Oasis train after Definitely Maybe, but Andy reckons that there was one Oasis album too many.
Yeah, you got I think on balance, I'm with Andy there.
Yeah. I think
but that's just me. It was no Oasis were never my thing.
Yeah,
neither.
My mate's band, a local band, they supported Oasis when they played up in Northampton, and this would have been 88, 89. So they weren't.
Where were they playing?
Roadmender.
Oh, crikey. Right. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. My mate Graham Harrison. It
Yes.
was his band. And obviously we went along because we knew, all the guys in the band. And obviously we got backstage with them. And the Gallagher brothers walked in. And Liam was so arrogant. He was acting like a pop star before he was a pop star.
Yeah. He is considered himself John Lennon reborn, and he's not.
No, they did their set. We watched the first.
Sorry, I've just seen Simon's. Hang on, here you go. When Oasis went average, they stopped. When Coldplay went average, they continued for 20 years.
Absolutely right. I mean, going back, we saw the first 3 songs of the Oasis set. And we looked at each other and we went, let's go down the Billy. And we went and watched a local band that we knew that were far more entertaining than Oasis.
Yeah.
I know, sorry, Simon, but they're just...
No, everyone's different. Everyone has their own taste. And, and I think with Simon being so much younger, his musical tastes are going to be in a different era, aren't they? To us old guys.
That's a load of rubbish. I mean, the old Wembley Stadium was terrible for sound because it was all made of stone.
Yeah.
It used to bounce off the back. The sound would bounce all over the place, and then it'd get trapped under the. Because at the old Wembley, there was when it came round like that, there was so much air in between. You could hear it was an echo. If you was up in the stand, you got this permanent echo. If you stood in the middle on the pitch, all you would get it was all right. There's a bit on the Genesis when they do the domino effect, affecting those over here, over there, down here. That's the only bit that worked because the noise was just going bouncing all around it. I think Phil used that to his advantage because everyone was going, it was all over.
Nick Save, Derek Chisora, blaming the Wembley acoustics. Amazing how other bands can play Wembley with no problems. Some guy asked about Frankie Miller. he suffered a brain aneurysm August 8, 94. He was unconscious for 5 months. And when he woke up, he found himself unable to speak or sing. He's been in rehab for a long time.
I loved his song, Darling.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to get competition. A Beatles song World Cup to compete with this one.
Wow. Yeah, the band supporting the Soap Girls were good.
You should, yeah, you should do that, Simon. That'll be good.
I could actually enter a competition.
Yeah. Yeah, go on, do it, mate. That would be good.
It'll be short and sweet.
Wow.
Yeah, songs that wouldn't be featured. Anyone with Yoko Ono on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
No,
looking at
you could actually probably do a full 32 Beatles tracks.
Yeah, I think there's 30.
Yeah, quite easily, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be a really interesting thing, because everyone has their own idea about sort of, you know, what's the best Beatles era.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
but then how many duplicates are you going to get?
Wow.
Simon, I leave the organising of that up to you. I'm staying well away from it.
We've got enough going on over this side.
Yeah.
This is someone that put all Kinks songs in the competition and got 2 of them through. So you got there's actually 3 Who songs.
Mm-hmm.
3 New Order songs.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're not even the best 3 New Order songs, in my opinion, but yeah.
And then you've got Joy Division as well.
Yeah. Well, love will tear us apart.
And
Yeah.
Music will tear this lot apart.
Yeah.
And then you got Pills.
Speaking of Love Will Tear Us Apart, I was always surprised when I heard it. Love Will Tear Us Apart was recorded at the same place then Love Will Keep Us Together. That's
really
it's kind of really.
I didn't know that.
Strawberry Studio,
That's a
really
great piece of trivia.
Yeah.
Some people can't see past the Beatles, can they, when it comes to popular music?
Yeah, like someone that was saying about that Helter Skelter was the first heavy metal song.
No, but that's the thing. If you say what was the first, the first psychedelic song, what's the first heavy metal song, what was the first pop song, and someone will always mention a Beatles song.
Yeah, I just generally remind them that Dave Davis probably had the first ever.
Yeah.
Real distorted when he put his razor blade through his cone of his amp and then got a pin and went.
Yeah.
Well, but they all say the first real heavy song was Steppenwolf's Born to Be Wild, is one of the first.
Yeah.
And the first psychedelic song, they're saying that, Tomorrow Never Knows.
Never knows, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably about right, but I couldn't really say because I don't know enough about that really early era.
Yeah, it could be, but they started it, but they didn't. I mean, I think of some of the some of the early Pink Floyd and Soft Machine are more psychedelic than Tomorrow Never Knows. I think there's a little bit more. It was experimental.
Yeah, but I mean the whole sort of the Beatles psychedelic stuff was a sort of heady mix of LSD and transcendental meditation, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the argument about, although there's one about the White Album, I just said, well, half of it's filler. So you can imagine I got a lot of stick for saying that.
I quite like the White Album actually. Yeah, but apart from the one track that nobody likes.
Number nine.
Yeah.
Number nine.
Yeah.
Number nine.
Number nine. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that should have been saved to one of John Lennon, the Lennon and Ono sort of experimental albums, I think.
See, I can't stand Bungalow Bill. I can't stand it.
It's quite nice. It's quite whimsical, isn't it?
If they gagged Yoko, it might have been all right.
What was unique about the White Album was the inserts. Those glossy press photos of the headshots of each of them has inserts, and then the poster was just kind of like an odd collage of photos.
Yeah,
it was Rich. Who did it was Richard Hamilton.
Yeah,
but one of the oddest giveaways that I in memory for me is the White Album. Because the photos were so pristine, right? What do you do with them? You hang them on your wall. They're 4 8x10 glossies.
They remind me of sort of enlarged passport photographs.
Right.
That's one way of putting it, isn't it?
There's nothing sort of dynamic about it. There's nothing sort of rock and roll about those pictures, really.
I don't think anybody after them did the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, you got postcards. "We wish you were here," didn't you? Pink Floyd.
Oh yeah.
I got a postcard in my Dio album, Intermission.
Oh.
Of Ronnie going.
Yeah.
On the Imagine, I think, included this postcard with the picture of his with his pigs, because he wanted to make fun of McCartney, Ram,
Yeah.
I think on the French version I got it. There is this postcard.
That's right. Yeah.
Anyway, I think I think we're going to have an early night tonight. So let's try and find an album to show. We go for. I think I'm going with the one that I showed the.
Yeah. Why not? Let's have a London Underground map.
3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Thank you for the new people coming in tonight. Nice to see some new faces in the gallery.
Some guy's working in the right industry. He's got some photos from a movie he worked on. He worked with Tom Hiddleston.
Very good.
Nice connection.
Nice connection. It's lovely to see Romold again. Lovely to see you, mate.
Yes.
Canada and Michael and Mike. And thanks for Nick and Simon in the gallery tonight, doing what they do good.
Yeah.
Basically take the mickey out of us up here. So we'll see you all next week. Have a good week, everyone. Bye for now.
Ta-da.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
Bye, everybody.